Hello everyone, welcome to Everything Arsenal. So it was a busy day in the transfer window. 2 done deals confirmed and 1 departure confirmed as well as the latest on Viktor Gyokeres. So let's start with Christian Norgaard. This news came out of nowhere and it was a done deal. So Arsenal is usually very funny. This deal literally heard about it today and it was done on the same day. So according to Fabrizio, Christian Norgaard to Arsenal, here we go. Agreement done club to club after 11 million euro. Proposal sent today, that is £9 million. Personal terms also agreed with Norgaard set for medical, and Brentford have authorized the player to travel. New midfielder to replace Thomas Partey. So we'll talk about Thomas Partey later, but it's a done deal with Christian Norgaard. He will be an Arsenal player, 31 years of age, played for Brentford ever since 2019. He's been with them in the Premier League since 2021. He's actually scored against us twice in the Premier League a couple of seasons ago, and also in the first game for Brentford in the Premier League when they beat us 2-0 that Friday night. So is it an exciting signing that people will get off their chairs get off their seats for? Probably not. That is going to be the strikers and the wingers that we are looking for. But it is a player who's going to replace Thomas Partey. Now, there's been mixed feelings on that. Fair enough. People feel like it's a downgrade. People feel like this is an upgrade on Jorginho, and Zubimendi is an upgrade on Thomas Partey. Whichever way you feel, it's a new player. Hopefully, that settle in very quickly. No problem with that because he already has the Premier League experience. I'm not worried about him settling in. The question is, will he fit into the Arsenal team, into the Arsenal system? Will he fit in what you're trying to do, what you're trying to achieve? And will he fit in terms of replacing Thomas Partey? Because Thomas Partey was one of our most longest lasting players. That was back from 2020, right? He signed for us in 2020. So is there anyone else who stayed at Arsenal before then? I think Gabriel and Thomas Partey 2020. But yeah, he's one of our longest serving players at Arsenal. So how is Norgaard going to replace him in terms of that? Which area is he going to play on the pitch? Is he going to play like in a double pivot? Is he going to start games ahead of Zubimendi? Is he going to come on for Zubimendi? Is Zubimendi going to be playing 90 minutes, or is he going to be subbed off most of the games with Christian Norgaard? Is Christian Norgaard going to allow Declan Rice to be rested and Zubimendi in the number 8 position? All that will be interesting to see. He's played against us many times before. So again, not an exciting signing, obviously, but I think if we look at it, if he puts the Partey thing to the side and just focus on Norgaard getting signed by Arsenal for 10 million, 9 million, 10 million pounds, I think that is a good price for a Premier League experienced player. 9 million, 10 million, I don't think that is a big issue. And also in terms of wages, you're going to pay him like 50,000, 60,000 per week. I think that is good enough, especially we're going to talk about Tottenham wanting him as well. Tottenham have wanted Norgaard, I think, since January or something, and Brentford told them 45 million, and you've gotten him for 10 million. So I think that is a good deal from Barter's end, getting it done for only 9 million. It makes it taste a bit sour, obviously, for people because it's in the expense of Thomas Partey. But I think if you had to tell many people Thomas Partey is staying, Declan Rice is here, Zubimendi is joining, and Norgaard is now joining us, I think people will be like, okay, people look at it in a different light. But because it's kind of a replacement for Thomas Partey, people have mixed feelings about it. But Norgaard to Arsenal, done. It's a done deal, one day done, nothing else to worry about. So that will be our third signing of the transfer window after Zubimendi was our first transfer this window. So actually, if you look at it like that, we are June 26th. We are going, today's June 25th. We're going to 26th now. And considering the transfer window is also closed for like 5-6 days, have we gotten the signings that we want? Not yet. But have we been slow, done nothing in this transfer window? Actually not. I was looking at the deals, and I think we're one of the teams that has made most of the gotten most of the done deals actually, because with Zubimendi done and Norgaard done now, and a goalkeeper coming to Arsenal, and Gabriel signing a new contract, and Lewis Kelly signing a new contract. That's actually 5 deals done already in June. Hopefully keep the same tempo, same quickness in terms of signing players, but this time with the forward players. So can we hurry up in terms of the striker and the winger as well? I think the winger one is not, the ball is not in our court. The striker one, I think you can get it as soon as we can. We want to get it done. Winger one, we can wait, but let's see how it goes. But Norgaard to Arsenal, here we go. Welcome to Arsenal to him. Let's see how he fits in. He's a very tough tackling midfield. He's physical specimen in that midfield, so he's going to bring that as well. He's not is not a pass on the level of players like Jorginho, but he chipped in with 6 goals last season, 4 assists, so he does contribute to goals. And the previous season he scored against us, the previous season he scored against us again, so he can score goals and he can get you assists. He's not just a player in midfield who's going to get 0 goals and 1 assist the whole season and just tackle every single time. If you look at his numbers compared to Thomas Partey last season, he is better in terms of the tackles and winning winning the ball back in midfield and the interceptions and all that. He is better than Partey in terms of that. Now, in terms of the rest of the things, passing and collecting the ball from the goalkeeper and all that, Partey is usually better in terms of that. So let's see what Norgaard's role at Arsenal will be. Let's go to the next one. That is on from Sammy Mockbell on Christian Norgaard. Arsenal agreed deal with Brentford to sign Norgaard. Denmark midfielder now set to undergo medical. Talks accelerated today. So he has it's a done deal. He will do his medical. As we've been told by Fabrizio, Brentford have allowed him to travel, so this will be a done deal quickly. And I mean, he is our 3rd official signing, but in terms of Arsenal announcing the deals, this could be like number 2 to be announced, depending on how quickly we're going to announce Zubimendi, how quickly we're planning to announce Zubimendi. So another thing Norgaard is going to bring to Arsenal is because he captains them, he's going to bring that leadership to Arsenal. So that's also great. Hopefully it can help us get over the line, and hopefully he settles into the team as quickly as possible. Because Partey, Jorginho gone, replacement with Zubimendi and Norgaard. Let's see how it goes. So this is what I was talking about earlier. So Brentford value Tottenham target Christian Norgaard at £45 million. So looking like Brentford wanted £45 million earlier on this transfer window. So getting him for $9 million, whichever you look at it, whether you rate him or not, $9 million is a very good price for a Premier League proven player. I think that is a good price. And I don't know if Brentford right now are trying to because their manager has gone, the players want to leave, could be a reason as well. But welcome to Arsenal, Christian Norgaard. Kepa. This also came out today. Kepa to Arsenal. Here we go. Deal done for the Spanish goalkeeper to join Arsenal as new backup for David Raya. Arsenal activate $5 million clause from Chelsea, and all documents are now sealed. One more addition after Martin Zubimendi. So yeah, now it's 3 with Norgaard following this too. We've already talked about Kepa a lot. I said I'm absolutely fine with this. $5 million. It's a good deal for a backup goalkeeper who's played for Chelsea, Real Madrid. He's won trophies as well. He's a winner. He has played for Spain as well. And there's a point where Kepa, Chelsea are buying him from Bilbao for 70-something million. So there's a point where he was considered one of the best goalkeepers in the world. He hasn't really lived to that expectation. When he was at Chelsea, at Real Madrid, I think he did well. At Bournemouth, he did well, but not on those levels where he was being sold for 72 million, 73 million or something. He hasn't reached those levels at all. But as a backup goalkeeper for 5 million, I know he's coming from Chelsea. We have that problem with signing players from Chelsea, but because it's 5 million and he's going to be a backup goalkeeper, I'm okay with it. If Kepa was being signed from Chelsea and we were going to pay for 20, 25 million for him, then I'd have a problem with that. But backup goalkeeper, that if that allows us to use that money elsewhere in the forward positions, I'm totally fine with that. So those are 2 deals done today. If you add the Zubimendi one, that's 3 done deals in a week, basically confirmed. So that is good news, but it obviously comes at the expense of other players. So Thomas Partey, hand of Arsenal, says it is my understanding Thomas Partey will leave Arsenal Football Club. So that one is done as well. Partey will be leaving. I've had there's 3 teams that want him. Which teams? We had that Barcelona were interested in him some time back, but because if Partey still wants that 200,000 plus, I don't think Barcelona are going to pay that kind of money. I think they've always had problems with them registering players and all that. AC Milan, I rarely see players in Serie A. I always see AC Milan and Juventus and Inter Milan, these teams selling their players because they don't want to increase their money and buying the cheaper players because they don't want to pay that kind of money for them. So is it going to be Saudi Arabia for Thomas Partey? I mean, if he wants 250,000 per week, it's going to be Saudi Arabia, or maybe Turkey as well, the likes of Galatasaray and Fenerbahce. Sometimes they do pay that kind of money. So that is it for Thomas Partey at Arsenal. I think he spent 5 seasons here. Last season was a really good season for him in terms of fitness. He managed to stay fit. The previous season before that, was it? the one that had Xhaka and Partey and Odegaard. They had such a good midfield together. Him, Odegaard and Xhaka, that connection, the way they were moving the ball, the goals you're scoring for the midfield, all three of them are very, very good in that 2023 season. But unfortunately, there's like 2 or 3 seasons where we really missed Partey because of the injuries, like 2021, 2022. He got injured and you couldn't depend on him, and we ended up missing out on Champions League that season. I'm sure the 2023 season he also got injured and we were using Jorginho. I remember Jorginho scoring against Aston Villa, or the one goal from Martinez. He played that period, and I think we played well that period as well. And then the next one as well, 2024, Partey also got injured. So in terms of the 5 seasons he was at Arsenal, he was only dependable. Last season was basically one of the few seasons where he had a complete season without getting injured. So maybe they looked at that as well and said, hey, we're not going to give you money when you're only fit for 1 season out of like 4. Whatever. I think that is. I think money is obviously a big issue in this one. Norgaard is going to be paid 50,000 per week, and Partey wanted to be paid 200 more than that. So that is definitely a factor. So let's see where Partey is going to head. Is he going to end up at another Premier League team? Probably not, but that would be interesting to see what happens. Then this one from Dimazio: Arsenal will sign Viktor Gyokeres because he wants to join Arsenal. Other clubs have tried to enter the race, but he will go to Arsenal. He was the first target from the start, and now they have to find an agreement with Sporting. So how quickly will we find that agreement? Are we going to end up signing 3 players in like 3 days? That would be great, especially if that plays Gyokeres to finish a week where we've signed a couple of players plus Zubimendi. That would be exciting for the fans. But this Gyokeres and Sesko roller coaster is still going to go on. So far, what we know is that Gyokeres wants to join Arsenal. Sesko is not. We were told like 3 weeks ago that Sesko is happy to join Arsenal as well. We know that Sporting have a problem with Gyokeres right now. They promised him that they were going to let him go for like 55, 60 million. But as of now, they want like 80 million plus. We know that Sesko as well had some kind of agreement last season. Arsenal thought he was going to be around 50 million, but right now, all of a sudden, it's 70, 75 million pounds as well. Both of them will cost money. I think Sesko would be cheaper in terms of the wages more than Gyokeres. We've also been told that Bata wants Gyokeres. We've been told that the board and majority of the coaching team want Sesko instead. We've also been told that Arsenal are really keen on Sesko, but because Sesko's money is way up, they're trying to also get Gyokeres instead of Sesko. But again, from Germany, we've been told that Gyokeres could be too expensive for Arsenal. Like, there's a lot of reports from Germany and Portugal. The roller coaster will go on. Hopefully we sort it out soon. Hopefully we do end up getting one of them, but let's see how it goes. But that's the latest that has happened today. 2 done deals, 1 player confirmed to be leaving, and then Gyokeres, that's the update on him. We are still waiting to hear the latest on Saka, Saliba, and Nwaneri's new contracts. Trossard as well. Martinelli, will he be staying? Will he be leaving? The striker situation, and what's the latest on Rodrigo? Defenders, Joel Hato, saw some piece of news earlier today as well. We'll talk about that when something concrete happens, but thank you for watching, and I'll catch up with you guys on the next